Nobody gets sober to walk with the stone of oppression on them all day. The whole idea is to drop it and say, that was the past, this is now. I have made a decision to walk free from it and walk through all of the pain and shame and terrible suffering to get to something better. And so to me, sobriety is the great wash of freedom.
I was telling you a little bit about what's going on with me and what's going on with my wife's sister, and going down there and getting this little baby out of that situation down in Florida.
The great news is that there are other people that she can meet who have a very similar story to her. And it just takes one person saying something where she doesn't feel so terminally unique, so alone. Yeah. So this is so unique to me. No one can understand what it is I'm feeling or doing or whatever. And the minute somebody else says something and you have the humility to say, I need help, there is that grace moment.
Did somebody say something to you?
No, actually, a fellow addict, an actress, very, very close friend of mine, and I, who used to party together, who used to partake in all the ways that people can recreationally, never in any sort of seemingly career-changing or life-changing way, we thought, who, both of us had been married and there were children, and we reconnected late in the game. And at that point, I was running a 10-year secret opiate addiction. I had gone cold turkey drinking at one point for 4 years, where I just was like, I'm not going to do that anymore. And was very sort of rigid about it and sort of very self-prideful about it. But like secretly, at the same time, I wasn't drinking, but I would, when I could get my hands on them, I would take opiates. And the opiates were never to get high and the way some people think addicts live, which is, by the way, the way you end up living that way, for sure. There's nobody who ends up at the top of their game.
Right.
But I was at the top of my game, and it just was taking the edge off. It was a way to maintain my feelings, but no one ever knew. There was no one in my life who knew. My husband did not know. My close friends did not know. I was not, it hadn't taken me that far. I'd be dead today, of course. I'd be dead today because I would think I would score some opiates from someone thinking that they were a Vicodin or a Percocet. And in fact, they would have been fentanyl, and one pill would have been 25 times stronger and I would have taken 5, thinking they were 5 milligrams or 10 milligrams, and they would be 250 milligrams. I'd be dead. I would, unfortunately be dead. That's how so many people now are recreational drug users who get get some opiates, and it turns out that they're all fentanyl and that they're way stronger than they thought, and they die. That's just